weight or going to the gym more often top the list of New Year's resolutions, but financial resolutions are also very popular. So to help us get the new year off on the right financial foot, Anna Stringfellow joins us. She is a financial advisor at Edward Jones. Thanks so much for being here. And you brought with you 4 tips for our viewers. We want to start with inflation. What do you want everyone at home to keep in mind when it comes to inflation?
Well, inflation can derail your retirement. So it is important that we keep in mind that that was the story of 2022. There have been 40-year records broken for inflation, but it can affect your retirement. So when you are planning for your retirement with your 401k, many people have stopped contributing while others have reduced their contributions to their 401k. And what we want to make sure that clients understand is that this is the long game, that investing is long-term, and focus on our long-term strategy and not get derailed by it. So we oftentimes tell clients to why not actually increase your contributions while the market is down, because you get more bang for your buck.
You're buying on sale. All right, your next tip is control your debt. What do you mean?
So control your debt basically is that any variable debt can increase with rising interest rates. So like credit card debt and other debt. So you want to make sure that if you have an opportunity to do so, you can consider moving your balances to lower interest rate cards. You can consider possibly taking multiple cards and finding some type of low fixed rate option and moving all of the cards to a lower fixed rate. But as that rate is variable, it can raise with interest rates.
All right, your third tip is review your investment portfolio. What should we be looking for?
So when you're looking at your investment portfolio, you want to make sure that it is in line with your risk tolerance, with your time horizon, but most important with your goals that you have for retirement. So you're looking at your 401k, you're looking at your all other investment vehicles, because you want to make sure that, especially as you get closer to retirement, that they are allocated properly.
And finally, prepare for the unexpected. How much are you talking about setting aside for that emergency fund?
So a funny story is that if you do not have an emergency fund, we can just about guarantee an emergency for you. So you want to have at least 3 to 6 months of your living expenses set aside as an emergency fund. And I like to tell clients, separate this from savings so you don't get those two confused. One should stay liquid in a low risk liquid account and allow that to be what you have as your emergency fund. If you are already retired, we say look for that to be about a year worth of expenses.
Quickly, before we let you go, you shared a great life hack with me that you can share with our audience too. It doesn't really have to do with finances, but it can make you feel a lot better going into the new year. What's that?
So every year when I get ready to go into the new year, the first thing I do is I clean out my email and I unsubscribe to all of those things that I never take the time to do during the year, and clean out my email entirely.
It's so funny, the day that you shared that with me, I was like making a mental note to do that day because I was so tired of seeing the same junk over and over. So it was funny when you mentioned that. All right, Anna, thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it. Happy New Year to you.
Happy New Year to you as well.